got it. Hey, hey, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday. It's not a normal Saturday because it's Super Saturday. But then it's not just Super Saturday. It's Recap Super Saturday. Come on, guys. Look, put in the chat where you're calling in from, and we're going to get started very soon. It's exciting. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Wake up. There you go. Welcome. Newfoundland, Canada. Yes, welcome. Who else is here? Welcome. New Brunswick, Canada. Welcome. Put in the chat where you're chiming in from. Virginia. Put what continent you're calling in from. I know we're going to have about 7. Kenya, there you go. I know. We got about 5 continents on here today. South Africa team in the house. There you go. Canada, Ontario. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, guys. It's Super Saturday. It's not normal. It's not business as usual. This is going to be one of those defining moments. They say everybody has about 7 or 8 defining moments in their life. I believe that today is going to be one of them. If you're excited, put a word. Let's go. Central Pennsylvania, welcome. Hey, Philip Reynolds, I saw you just came on. Welcome, brother. There. Melody's excited. Christina's excited. Keep it going. Keep it going. There's still people in the waiting room. France Mentor, welcome. I see you. Oh, there's still people coming. Oh, and we're not even on the hour yet. Let's put Chris. We got to tell them we're live. Let's. Woo! Where's the live? Let me make sure everybody knows that we are live. There we go. You're getting another reminder. Look here, as I always suggest, text over, chat over to your workout partner, accountability partner, prosperity partner, success line, everybody. Tell them to get on the line. Oh, it's going down in a few minutes. We have other special guests here. I saw Judy Stallings just came in here. Welcome, Judy. Love you, sis. Come on. It's going down. It's the recap, renewal recap, Super Saturday. We were waiting for, as we told you, we weren't just going to convention. We go through convention here. And this is the day. Yes. Now they know. I believe it's 1 Eastern on the hour, and there's still 10 people, 20 people in the waiting room right now. Come on, let's go. Put in the chat where you're chiming in from. We're going to get started. 90 seconds, we're getting started. Welcome, South Africa. Mexico, welcome. I miss you too. I miss you too. Oklahoma, welcome. Hey, brother Corey Bear, Oklahoma, welcome, brother. The D is in the house. Is that Detroit? Welcome, Detroit. What up, though? What up, though? I'm sorry, I know my Detroit folks. Come on. South Florida, welcome. Uh-oh, somebody's on camera. Who's that on camera there? Hey, how'd you get on that camera? Welcome, Denver in the house. All right, we're getting started very soon. Let me look at this schedule. We got an all-star lineup for you. I guess it's time. It's time. Look here. We don't penalize those that are on time. For those that are late, we're over 100. I was just waiting to break that 100 mark. We're over 100 at 1 minute in. So let's just go on here and get into this thing. We want to welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. I really want to give like 30 more seconds because there's still people in the waiting room. Chris, are we live? We're already live. There you go. Look, yeah, there's still people coming. All right. I'm going to keep the music going for 30 more seconds. 30 more. Don't worry. I'll make up on the time. Get them in there. Uganda, welcome, welcome. Oh, it's some excitement in the air. All right, all right. Look here, it is 2 after the hour. Wherever you're calling in from, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome on behalf of Chris and Crystal Robinson. Mute yourself out. Well, no, we don't want Chris to mute, but y'all that are coming in and you're not muted, mute yourself out. Look here, I'm Jermaine Johnson. I'm your friend, one of your many servant leaders, and we are excited. We have an all-star lineup, so I'm going to quickly get out of the way. People are chiming in from 5 different continents, and so we're going to go ahead, kick this day off. Look here, I want you to remember that you are, if you have your camera on, remember that we can see you. So the first thing we want you to do is smile. If you decide to go to the restroom, please turn your camera off. Is that all right? Look here, with that said, look here, I'm going to get out of the way. We are going to kick this wonderful event off with a superstar, a super shero, all the way from Canada. And she could be anywhere. I mean, this amazing opportunity has allowed her to do so much and to live in 2 different places at one time. And so she is just really helping so many people put Canada on the map for us. And so we are going to go to the one and only, the wonderful Sonia Line.
Hello, bonjour, Freedom Unified family. How are you all doing this Saturday? I hope that you are feeling fabulous. I know that I'm still running from the fumes of last week, and I got to give it back to Jermaine, our wonderful host. He always starts the calls with some high energy, so I hope that you guys are ready for that. So I have a few minutes with you today, and I'm going to talk about a product that I was actually fortunate to be a tester, and I know that we have a few other in here that was a tester, and this is a high demand product. It's been something that we've been asking Josh and Jenna. I've heard about it. So I created a few slides. I'm going to go right into it. And I know that you guys know when we come out with products, we always have the best. We always have the testing. We always can back up what we say. When we say we've got something, it's really good, it's quality, affordable, but we also have results. And like Mr. Hollis says, documentation beats conversation. So let me bring up a little slideshow I wanted to make, because there's some beautiful people in here that have been testers and some information. So please take some notes. And first and foremost, we have collagen in the Body Melt brand. So I think that was a very good choice, because a lot of us have been working our body, working our weight loss or muscle tone, and then now we want to go to work the outside after we work the inside. So as you can see, the wait is now over. If you haven't ordered yet, you want to go in your back office after this Super Saturday and get yourself your order of marine collagen. So a few little benefits of collagen: it helps reduce wrinkles, it supports healthy joints. Oh, I think we need to mute some people here. It helps with youthful skin, hair, and nails, and it is quick and easy to nourish. So if you look at my picture here, this was the first day, which was sometime in June, and this was about, I'd say, 80 days in of testing the product. And with that said, I have noticed multiple changes. If you have tested it and tried it, put in the comments the ones that were at the Brain Experience, what you liked about the product or the taste. I know some of you drink it cold, some of you drink it room temperature, and there's even a few different ways we're going to see throughout these slides of how to use it. So it is quick and easy to nourish. And here are a few little facts about collagen. So it's most abundant protein in the human body, found in the bones and the muscle and the tendon. And this information that I have right here, we will put in the Facebook once we put the replay up. If you want the PDF, which Lynn Cooper, thank you so much, she shared that with us. I'm not going to read through everything because there's a lot of info, but some of the collagen key components: extracellular matrix, a network of molecules that holds together the body tissue. And as we age, we're all looking for that. Joint health, protection of the kidneys, other organs, your skin elasticity, healthy cardiovascular. So like I said, as you age, your collagen production naturally declines. So collagen becomes fragmented and more loosely distributed. So these are there to help you, whether it's with wrinkle, dry, saggy skin, aging, and then the integrity of collagen found in the skeletal system decreases with age, leading to reduction in bone growth. And we do not want that. So we have some FAQs here. Why do you choose marine collagen instead of cow or chicken collagen? I'm so happy that they chose the marine one. Why does I'm not going to read that, but like I said, because of time here, you will have access to this document. Why does the product have a tart taste? It has double, even triple the amount of collagen peptides versus our competitor products. Did you know that? Jenna shared a slide when she showed this at convention. So this is a huge selling point. Given the potency of the formula and concentration of the ingredients, there's natural mango, pineapple flavors were increased as well, giving the products a tartness to it. I don't feel it's like that tart. I like it. The first time I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect. I like it better refrigerated. So what should I do if the product is too tart? You can combine it with other body melt, energy drink, your vanilla shake, or any drink recipe that you like. So you can also combine it with 2 cups of cold ice water or blend it with ice and water, or you can put it in any sugar-free juice recipe if you choose. And then add if you can freeze it or cook it. It says, no, I would not freeze or cook this. Storing the product, it doesn't need to be refrigerated. There's still people coming in. Welcome everyone. We got started. We're talking about collagen here. I've found it's best to store in the bottles in the fridge. They're cooled and ready to drink anytime. Also, let me just do this. How does our product compare to other liquid supplements? So it has 10 grams of marine collagen. It's double, like I said, even triple the amount of the other ones. And this is just other sorts of information on types of collagen. I won't go into that because it's a lot, but what I wanted to share is these amazing results. You may know some of these people, so big shout out to all the beautiful and wonderful affiliates who were the focus group. As you see some agent lines, here I call it the mom lines. You can see around here on the side of the face. Look at her beautiful Chris Robinson. He definitely has noticed not only his face, if you heard his story about, you know, his story about his arm, it was so touching. I'm so glad he was able to do that. And then the hair, as you see, I have very thin hair. So for me, it's a life-changing thing. And the picture below here is my 10 days of results. So day 1 and day 10, you can definitely see. Another thing I want to talk about, this liquid collagen supplement. It has 45 milligrams of vitamin C, which you can't boost the collagen production without the vitamin C. It has hyaluronic acid, which it confirms the skin while the acid nourishes and hydrates the skin. Anti-aging skin benefits with resveratrol, and there's crystal hibiscus extract, clinical anti-aging results. It is available in the States, in UK, Canada, and Europe. So get yours today. I've learned about hibiscus. It's really a rare plant. It improves, this is the study that was done for 4 weeks. It improves your skin hydration, transepidermal water loss, skin elasticity, collagen density, and it also reduces the appearance of wrinkles. Now you can get your 10-day supply or 20-day supply, or you can get your 30-day supply. Jenna shared if you get, example, the 20-day supply. Some people take it 5 days, Monday to Friday, take the weekend off. I like that because I'm going to use the Lux skincare products on the weekends because I want to make my bottle stretch longer. But for your first 90 days, I suggest you get a 30-day supply. And that was the end of my part. And I'm going to be stopping share my screen. I'm going to be introducing the next speaker, which is Tammy Yarbrough. And Tammy's going to be sharing some wonderful updates also. I wish you all an amazing Super Saturday and so happy to be here with you all today. Love you guys. Tammy,
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. What amazing information, guys. Anybody that knows me, I'm hitting my timer because I want to make sure I don't take up anybody's time. Got to get this out there. Yeah, I see you, Jermaine. He's laughing. He already knows. I got the gift of gab. But guys, travel membership is a thing of the past, okay? We are into prepaid travel. We have been handed something that is just amazing. It's hitting nationwide, worldwide, and we're able to help people in so many ways. And what was even more amazing is while we were at convention, we got dropped in boards, okay? It's called boards, a ready-made, this is what you do with High Life Travel. So I'm going to give you some information real quick. I want you to copy this down, boards.com, okay? Boards.com, create a free account with Boards. You can invite unlimited amount of people. You can choose whether you're public or private. You can add text, photos, videos, and those videos you can get through YouTube and Vimeo, as well as there's no limit on how many you can add. All right. What you're getting is everything right at your fingertips. You guys, if you're loving our MDC app, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments, because our app is putting everything right at your fingertips. I don't know how many times I've been in the grocery store talking to somebody in line and I'm able to work my business right from my phone. This is going to make it a little bit easier for you yet. I'm manifesting that my Daily Choice is going to have their own boards. Josh is so amazing at that tech. I can just see it in my back office already where we can share these things. But I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to pull up my share screen and show you exactly what we've got here. If I can get it up now. Let's see here. Here we go. Can everybody see that? Thumbs up, Jermaine, Chris, somebody, can you see it? All right, awesome. So this is boards, okay? So with this, you can share, you can get your uplines information. You can literally, oops, I'm gonna get my stuff where it's down more, sorry. You can literally get ready-made boards. You can create your own. You can have your own scripts, your own videos, your own sign in, everything right in one spot. So you just go into that boards and you can hit it and get everything you need. So what we talked about was High Life Travel. We were given a board that is ready-made for us. And what is so amazing about this is that any questions you have, you can literally go to this, okay? So with this in here, here's the videos already set up for you. Who is MDC? The High Life Travel webinar, the High Life, the $100 gift card redemption. I want to show you this a minute. So you can literally click on this and it's going to give you the video. Got my $100 travel savings card. Now what do I do next? You can send that to your prospect. So when you're talking to people, you have everything you need right there. I kind of jumped up in the beginning a little bit because we're going to go in order. Okay. So first you're going to get your social media post out. You've got social media posts here, guys. Look at this. You've got examples of what to put on your page to get that interest, to draw those conversations in. I was surprised at convention to see my post got up there, just to show you here. I put out that post. You can see the amount of comments that I have on there. Okay. I'm still having comments from that post. I'm still having conversations and working that. So this is step 1. You're getting that out. You're getting the information out. After that, you're like, now what do I do? They're interested. What do I do next? You have everything. Scripts. Here's the script. Happy to send you a free $100 worth of travel savings to test drive our prepaid travel booking. Tells them exactly what you need for them. Their first, last name, email, and phone. Then you can send them that information. So it's giving you that right there. Here is another script idea. So everything you need to work this business and the High Life Travel is right there. Icebreaker scripts. Look at all those scripts that you can choose from. That's giving you ideas of what to say to people to break the ice and get those videos out to them and to share with them. So now you've got the scripts, you've got the videos. Here it even shows you the comp plan on it. So if you've got somebody that's already very knowledgeable and they're like, tell me the money, they're a red, they're like, tell me the money, I need to know this. Right here, you got it. You've got the 1K affiliate factory on that $7.99 pack. We all know Jenna's got an amazing promo right now with that $799 pack as well. It's giving you our next events. It's telling you what you're getting, what we've got going. So you have everything laid out right here. The money, the scripts, the social, sample conversations, everything that you need is in one spot. What's amazing about this is, say you sign up for boards and you're like, how do I get it? How do I get this? How do I get High Life Travel? If you don't have the boards yet and you need it, you ask somebody in leadership, somebody your upline, we can get that to you because you can share these boards. If you look at mine, I have multiple boards in mine just from people that I want to do. And then I created my own. So you can take this and fine tune it to have everything you need step by step with High Life Travel and be successful in this business. Share it out to everyone you know. And what it does, guys, it gives you that sense of confidence, okay? It gives you that sense of knowledge. You need to know your products. You need to know your business in order to have those conversations that is going to bring those prospects in, that is going to bring the conversations in to get this out to everyone. I'm loving it. If you haven't tried it, you definitely need to. We have those $100 gift cards. They have been just booming for people. And our goal is to help you take it to the next level, help you get those gift cards out. And the next level is having them enroll in one of those packages. So thank you guys. Jermaine, I'm under time. I just got to say I'm under time. So I'm happy for myself, pat myself on the back. But anyway, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. We can, and also we are going to be sharing this, this training, a recording. So definitely, if you have questions, be sure to share this out to everyone. And next, I'm going to bring up the lovely Leslie. Leslie is amazing at what she does. She's going to be discussing our cosmetology every Tuesday at 11 a.m. She does the Cosmic Beauty Lounge and gives so many tips on how to use our cosmetology beauty line. I absolutely love her tips. I've learned so much from her. So Leslie, are you available? Can you hear me?
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Exciting Super Saturday. Who's pumped? I want to see #1 in the comments for who's pumped for this. Guys, are you using Cosmetology?
You just muted, Leslie.
Put a 2 in the comments if you guys are using Cosmetology right now and what you are loving about it, because this is amazing. And let me tell you why. If you are not using these for your business, if you're wearing makeup and you're not using My Daily Choice, which means every day you are choosing to buy from your store, but you're also supporting your store, right? So these are 2 of the amazing palettes that we already have in our collection, which is our Natural Goddess plus our Karma. And I absolutely adore these and they are amazing. However, you know, we needed to jazz it up a little bit, right? We need color. And as you can see, I love color. I'm not afraid of color. And that is the biggest thing. If you are hitting up influencers for makeup, you want to show them that we have a wide variety of products. And one of those, of course, is our eyeshadows. So I'm going to show you some pictures. I don't have no fancy slideshow here today, but I'm going to show you these amazing pictures. So this is our Divine palette. Divine palette has a lot of purples and pinks. You can really create that amazing, flawless looks with your eyes. And the one thing about it I want to say is that when you find a plant-based, natural ingredients kind of makeup, a lot of the times people sacrifice that it's not actually performing the way that those products would perform, right? So if people go to Sephora or any of these big chain stores and buy products, a lot of the time it doesn't last, but these products perform, let me tell you. So that Divine palette is going to be here to stay, and you will have that at your disposal at any time. But this one here is from our Hempworks collection. And of course, you all know what our Hempworks is, right? It's like our greens and beautiful yellows and oranges. So people can become a lot more creative when it comes to it. And guys, there's metallics, and it is like, we're going to blow the roof off this. I'm going to say that this is going to be amazing. So that one is our Hempworks collection. This one here is our My Daily Choice collection. As you know, our color with My Daily Choice is blue. So look at all those gorgeous blues, complementary green and yellows. Like, it's so gorgeous. So those come in a 3-pack. You can buy them individually as well. But like I said, limited edition for the Hempworks palette as well as the My Daily Choice palette. You know, how can you sell these right now? Obviously, the pack is the way to go. If somebody says, well, I like 2 of these, but this one, you know, is not my favorite, maybe I won't use them, gift them. Do you have a daughter? Do you have a mother? Do you have a sister? Do you have a friend, right? A lot of the times right now, people are looking for those stocking stuffers. Really, really, really great idea. So super excited. How many people are so excited? I want to see a 3 in the comments for our skincare, Luxe. This is going to be a game changer. Sonia was talking about collagen, how collagen is going to help with the wrinkles, work from the outside in. This is going to help the outside in as well. And when we look at skin, skin is our largest organ on our body. And a lot of what you put on your skin is getting absorbed into your bloodstream and therefore causing diseases and a lot of things, right? Hormone disruptors, there's a lot of things. And I've been in the beauty industry for 20 years. I can tell you that a lot of the stuff that's on the shelf contains the legal limits of what the chemicals are allowed in the product. So you are putting some crazy things on your skin. So I'm going to talk about our Luxe line, which is, and guys, I'm still new to this too. So I got some notes. I don't have my slideshow, but I'm going to get all the information across here. So our Clean Sweep Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser, it's free from sulfates. This is an exfoliating wash. However, it's very, very natural and it's not going to dry out your skin. So when people think of exfoliating, that's like getting all the dead skin off your face is the most important. And that's where you're going to see a lot of brightening from people using this. And it doesn't dry out the skin. It helps balance the skin. You can use it morning and evening, which is amazing. We have our Force of Nature Resurfacing Elixir. This one instantly tightens the pores and brightens the skin. So this is going to pair so beautifully with Cosmetology, because when you have beautiful texture skin and you're feeding your skin, because this is what these are, plant-based ingredients, which are actually feeding your cells. And they are going to not only, just make your makeup look better, but your skin is just going to be so much more nourished. So we have our face fixation, plant-based retinol and AHA serum. Game changer, honestly. So it's a plant-based retinol. A lot of the times when people use retinol on their face, especially if you have sensitive skin, it can really, really irritate it, and even in the AHA as well. These two ingredients, I definitely suggest you both put in Google search or a search for what are the benefits of retinol and what are the benefits of AHA. Two of those you'll want to know because when you're explaining different things to people. So just listen to this. Dark spots. How many of you have dark spots? Put number 1 in the comments. And these could be sun damage. It could be, a lot of times women have a pregnancy mask, I believe they call it. After you have a baby, they get these dark circles on their face. And a lot of people, their self-confidence, it changes your self-confidence when you have those things. So this dark spots removed by 67%. 67%, honestly, that is incredible. And then after the depth of the wrinkle, it helps it with 20%. So that is amazing. And that's after 28 days. 67% of dark spots on people. And I know that Judy Stallings, watch the video, go into your back office, you go in underneath your tools, you can go in and see all the videos that have been launched there. So go in and see the eyeshadows, go in and see our new Luxe line. And there is testimonies of all the trials there. Judy Stallings talks about a dark spot on her nose that was gone afterwards. One of the girls said that she put the cream on the back of her hand as she was applying the cream, and it removed all of the dark age spots on her hand. So these are amazing, real results from our people. Bright-eyed under eye age eraser. How many of you have dark circles or puffy eyes, right? And this is, a lot of the times people have asked me, Leslie, do you have a product for this? Do you have a product? I have really baggy eyes, and I haven't been able to really, with our Mantra line is amazing, but it hasn't done that much to it. Whereas Michelle, she has a before and after picture just of the under eye cream and how it removed, like, it was amazing. So the results speak louder than words. So documentation beats conversation. Products that work, right? We have our Skin Oasis Premium Moisturizer. This is to nourish the skin and to firm the skin. Everybody says that it is actually absorbent to your skin. How many times have you used skincare and it just kind of sits on the face and it looks kind of greasy? This absorbs into the face. And last but not least, we have our Alchemist Transforming Mist. It is a setting spray for our makeup, but it is also a midday mist that you can just spray on your face and just recharge. And they are amazing. Guys, how can you sell this into your business? And I'm going to end with this, but how do you sell this to, for your business? Is for wives, daughters, mothers, sisters, right? Target your salons. Make sure you're going in and make sure you take before and after pictures before you try the products, please. So you can document, like Sonia showed that collagen after, 30, 60 days. It's amazing. So contact your salons. Guys, I'm going to end with this. This is a scent-free line, and I cannot tell you and stress to you enough that that is huge, 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 huge. I've been in the beauty industry for so long. How many of you are sensitive to smell and fragrance? And how many of you have had customers who said, I would love to support and buy this, but I can't because I'm super sensitive to scent? We need all those people. If they have sensitivities, if they have allergies, all that stuff, you want to get them on our Lux line. And of course, 60-day money back guarantee. You can't go wrong. So I'm going to bring this back to Jermaine. Happy Saturday, and hope you guys are having a fantastic day.
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Tammy and Sonia. Such awesome information and content, well delivered. Thank you. I applaud all of you. Look here. Look, I just have to take a moment just to welcome all of the brothers and sisters from Africa. And we don't even have time to talk about everything, but this is a recap. And so you got to understand, Africa, there's some amazing things going on and that are about to be or to happen over there. And so we should have had Dale Franklin to give a brief update on that, because we did talk about that at convention. And so much going on. And understand, there's an excitement in the air. I see there's officials, mayors on the call right now. Serena Brown, the daughter of Les Brown, is on the call. Something's going on here, guys. Man, so I'm telling you guys, look, today, though, you have an opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. And you got to understand, this company and opportunity is positioned to do it for you. And some people wait for it. Some people watch it happen, but some people, you make it happen. And so I applaud you for showing up. We're going to keep the party going here. Got a couple of minutes here. And so just to recap a little bit, we have a leadership conference coming up that you can qualify for. We have our boot camps coming up that I don't need to talk about, because the trainer of all trainers is going to talk about those. But Hungary, so some of our brothers and sisters from Africa are going to go over to that one in Hungary because it's close. And then Dallas boot camp. Everybody, all of us are going to be down in Dallas, and we're going to be walking the stage in Dallas. And so look, there's so many things that they talked about at convention. You already heard about the collagen. You already heard about all of the eyeshadows and the skincare line. Oh, amazing. Pets, CBD, metaverse, man, just so many things. And then the highlight travel, man, everybody's talking about that. And so look, I'm gonna keep the party going here, because we have some people that have testimonies, because they got there, they went there. They didn't accept any excuse on why they could not get there. And I promise you, these people went through some challenges to get there. One, as you know, is an expected mother or expecting, and she was like, look, I'm gonna be in there, I'm gonna take my power naps, and they just went for it. And I just saw them there in that event, and they came out of there on fire. So I want you to experience a little bit of what we experience from real life testimonials right now. And so I'm gonna go to this young lady. She is amazing, all the way from the East Coast. I forget the state, but I know they're cold up there right now, like Vermont or something somewhere, but she is just an amazing individual. I've seen her grow leaps and bounds, and I promise you, you will see her on stage as a super affiliate because the attitude always comes before the paycheck, and she has it. So I'm going to go to the one and only my star, Danielle Hopkins. Were you able to make it on the line?
I did. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so excited to see everybody hopping on here, all these faces. It's incredible. So as he said, I went to convention, and I think the biggest thing that I grabbed out of it, you guys, I mean, there was so much, but the biggest thing was when Candace spoke. I mean, when she speaks, you definitely get drawn in, but she talked about goals. So we all know goals are super important, but she put it in a way where it just made 100 times more sense than just thinking, okay, I'm going to think what my goal is and then not actually do it. So she says it, she walks it, she talks it, she writes it. Like, you guys, goals are huge. You got to know what your goal is weekly, what your goal is annually, what your goal is monthly. So when I got home, I actually sat down and I created this little chart. So SMART goals. So not just goals, but what are my SMART goals? How am I going to get to where I'm going to go? So timely, specific dates. What are my dates going to be for when I hit that goal? Specifics, who, what, when, where, how are you going to get there? Measurable goals, you guys. So create a criteria and track your project progress. Also realistic. You guys, are you willing to actually work for these goals? You can write them, but are you willing to put forward and actually give something up to get to that goal? That's the other thing. And then attainable. So you guys got to plan your steps and make mini goals along the way. So I made this little thing. I made this real quick with my kids' markers, so bear with me. I didn't share mine because I have my goals on my paper. So I want you guys to just challenge yourself to write these down. And I can actually put this somewhere if wanted, but this is so important. Don't just think to yourself, my goal is to walk on stage. How are you going to do that? What are the steps you're going to take? What are you going to give up to do that? So when Candace put it in the way that she put it, it touched my heart. I'm ready to rock this. Jermaine, thank you so much, you guys. Love you all.
Thank you so much. And man, congratulations on qualifying for that VIP status dinner at convention. Man, you did it. You lead by example, got your 10 and 2, all those types of things. You're amazing. Look here, we're going to keep it going to the next testimony. But before I do, look here, we're about to break 200 on the live stream. I don't even know how many that we're at because this is being streamed. But you know what? I want you to send those last minute texts even now because there's still people joining us. And this gentleman, Mark Aceta is going to be joining us in a few. And so look here, don't let this wait for replay. You want to put people, you don't want anybody on your team to hear this information secondhand. And then also, if you're brand new, we want to welcome you. But then if you're just now coming back, you're coming back to see if now is the opportunity for you, if now is right, if this is a season for you to re-engage, if ever there was a time, I promise you, it's going to be in about the next 2 or 3 minutes, because one of the great ones of the industry is about to join us here, and we're just going to turn it over to him. So send those texts. Let's go ahead, break a record here. Let's go to the next testimonial. She is an amazing individual, a leader in her own right. Of course, she is a super shero, and I look forward to working with people like this because she just, I mean, seriously, she has a heart of gold, leads from the front. The one and only Miss Lynn Cooper. Were you able to make it on the line?
Hey, Jermaine, thank you so much. I super appreciate being here, and Chris Robinson and Sonia Line and all the other leaders and participants. Kudos to you for showing up. So there were so many major takeaways. I had a whole book full, but one of the many besides Candace, I loved her speech. Like you said, you listen, but I also loved Damon Coleman and his talk about principles, so powerful. So it kind of follows along with what Danielle said with setting goals. And one of the things this really stuck out was, he said principles don't care if you're on welfare. Principles don't care what color skin you are, don't care if you're divorced, what religion you are. These principles are unwavering frequencies that has to operate on your behalf. Has to, right? When you apply them, they will reply to you no matter what. So each one of us here has a power to create massive wealth through these principles. The first thing that you have to do is you got to see it, right? Whatever it might be for you. A vision is something that you see where you're ahead of today. And being in my daily choice, whether you just got started now or whether you've been part of it from the beginning, like Sonia and Chris since 2014, you have a vision that you have to feed or it will die. Because life circumstances don't care about your freaking vision, right? So now that you have the vision, you got to go deep down inside yourself and say it. There's no more power in the world than us humans that were created when we speak it. And then you got to do it, right? Just like everyone that's here, you showed up. Personal development is essential for success. So trust that patience, that process, follow these principles and have patience. Every day, see it, say it, and do it. So thank you, everyone. And back to you, Jermaine.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. I tell you, you are just a breath of fresh air. I love your positivity. Every time I'm around you, just like that word up there on your ledge there, inspire. You inspire me just to smile, and I so enjoy working with you. And look here, there are still people coming in the waiting rooms. Look, we're going to keep it going here, and we're going to go to Payson, Arizona. And she is a wonderful individual. We don't go over titles and all that, but she is a heavy ranking in this company and opportunity, which means that she has helped a lot of people. But look, I can call her sister. I can call her friend. Laura Hentilla, can you just share what was your what the convention did for you?
Absolutely. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you. This face is brought to you by Lux and Cosmicology. So I wanted to talk about how important it is to go to events. So we just got back and it was just so amazing. So when you get there and you walk in the room, the energy is incredible. The music is playing, the energy is like way up here. So you are vibing way up here. And so with that high energy and high vibes, you absorb all the information, so much easier. When you read your notes back, you picture the person who is speaking, and then you remember that whole energy, and I just love it. Another thing is you get to know everyone so much better. I mean, right now we're just boxes here, but you get to meet people and you get to build friendships and you build the community. And that's what keeps you in the business, is the community and friendships, because we are all sequestered a couple of years ago and that wasn't good. So we need the human interaction. And going to these events, you get it, and it'll keep you in your business, right? Because you have the friendships and you stay plugged in, then you stay in your business because you remember why you joined in the first place. You joined because you wanted to change your life, right? That's never going to change. Going to these events, it reiterates it for you, and so you stay the course. Another thing is you realize that not everyone who is a top leader is one of these phenomenal speakers that are on stage, right? You go to a convention, you see these phenomenal speakers and you think, oh my gosh, they're incredible. But then you meet people who are just regular people, who are high-ranking individuals. And then you realize, you know what? To succeed in this business, you just need to have determination and grit. And that's it, right? You don't have to be an amazing speaker. We have those, so let them do that job if that's not you. I'm good at 3 to 5 minutes, but don't put me up there for 20 minutes, God forbid. So that's just what I love. And then, when you're not in the general sessions and you're just like standing in line or eating lunch with people, you meet new people and you just start chit-chatting, and you just never know what golden nuggets you're going to get from them, right? They may say something about, you know, how they're going to present this new product, and you're like, bingo, wow, I never even thought about that. Or how they're going to do the business presentation. So these events are vital. You guys need to go. Dallas is next. I hope everyone has the tickets, and I want to see you there. And back to you, Jermaine.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Look here. Thank you so much, Laura and Danielle and Lynn, for those amazing testimonials. And so look here, and your face just, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, Laura. Those products, girl. Look here, guys. All right, look here. Look, it is time. And look here. Look, I've been in this industry 30 years, over 30 years, and I've been in the green rooms with some of the best of them. And let me just say this, guys, if you have ever questioned being in the right place at the right time, it's right now. You are here. And let me just say, from my tenure in the industry, guys, look, as far as the basic introduction, of course, he knows 100% of the facts of this business. He loves to have fun, loves to help people, has made a lot of money in this industry, but what I love about him the most, he is truly down to earth now. That would not be a fitting introduction, because he is now our president of training. This gentleman could be anywhere else in the world. And you got to understand, I've seen what he has done in the industry. He has basically taken entertainment or edutainment. I mean, it's just a captive way that he speaks to the heart. A lot of trainers in this industry, they give you the philosophical and they negate the psychological. And then some give you the psychological and they don't give you the philosophical. One allows you to create and the other allows you to choose. He gives you both. Now, if it were a question, who is the greatest of all time in the field of golf, people would debate that. If you were to question who is the greatest of all time in the NFL, you know, you may have your opinion, your Joe Montanas or somebody. If you were to question who is the greatest in the NBA, some would say Kobe, some would say LeBron James. But when it comes to the field of personal development, documented, helping over 1,000 people to earn over 6 figures in commission, and then helping over 100 families, 100 families to earn over $1 million. There's no question who the greatest of all time is. And we have him now as our president of training. That's why Africa, every continent represented on here, Australia, Canada, look, an explosion is here. And that explosion is the one and only Mr. Mark Accetta. Were you able to make it on the line, my friend, my brother?
Wow, thank you, man. Well, you're too kind, and I appreciate those words. But believe me when I tell you, the only reason I've had success over the years because I've had amazing people like you and Chris, and always had incredible field leaders to work with. So my goal is very, very simple: to make the best, most respected training platform in the network marketing industry is going to be my daily choice. We've already got by far the best tech. Now it's like, let's have the best tech and the best training. And that's never going to be done with any one person. That's going to be a team of people. So I'm excited about getting an opportunity to work with the people. We obviously, many of us just got back from Orlando, where we had a live event. You could see the talent we already have. Some of those speakers were as good as anyone I've ever seen in my life, especially in our business. And now imagine not only them getting even better, but imagine having dozens and eventually hundreds of people that are that good, guys. Because, you know, listen, the ability to communicate, the ability to get in front of a room and move people is always going to be a thing, man. I mean, the greatest coaches of all time in sports have the ability to stand up in front of a group and move people. The greatest business leaders of all time, the greatest politicians of all time have the ability to stand up in front of a group and move them and instruct them and get them to understand what your vision is. See, there's no point being a visionary if you can't cast your vision. You know what I mean? If you can't cast your vision, if you can't communicate what you're seeing in your mind to other people, then you can never create a movement. So again, I'm just super excited, very glad to be on here. I love the fact that it's not just USA. I have so many people over the years I've worked with in Africa. My wife is from South Africa, so I love Africa. Absolutely thrilled. We are getting ready to put an event on the books in Australia. I know you mentioned we have some people from Australia, so I think it's going to be May that we're going to be doing an event there. We're going to announce that very, very soon. And again, my goal is to do events all over the world, guys. You know, it's just a very, very simple business. A lot of times people complicate it. Again, I know many of you don't know my background. So just very quickly, 34, almost 35 years ago, I walked into a room and I was an average guy making below average money. I was making about $22,000 a year, living right outside of New York City. I could barely get by. I remember I was racked up with credit card debt. When I got out of college, I got a credit card. I was so excited. Then I went and I tried to use it. It was like magic to me. I didn't have any money. So normally when I didn't have money, I couldn't buy anything. But now I had a card that I could just give them a card and they would give me stuff. And then I only had to pay like a little percentage of what it cost. I thought that was the most amazing invention in the world. So then I got another credit card. Then they were sending them to me in the mail and my name was already on the card. And I'm like, how did they know how amazing I am to give me a card? Well, I'm sure most of you know how this works out. Before you know it, you max out all those cards, you try to get another one, and then you find out what debt ratio is, your income to your amount of debt. All of a sudden, I couldn't get another card, and I was already maxed out. So I'm not, and again, this is obviously not something an intelligent person does. I'm not dumb. There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is not knowing any better. That was me back in the day. Obviously, since I learned that lesson the hard way, but how many other people get themselves buried under a mountain of debt by the time they're 27, 30 years old and never, ever get out from under? I remember watching a debt consolidation loan years ago, a online commercial for it. And it said, if you have listen to this, if you don't know this, if you have $8,000 worth of debt and you have 18% or higher interest and you make the minimum payment every month, how long does it take to pay off $8,000 worth of debt? So in my head, I'm going, well, a mortgage, you know, for hundreds of thousands takes 30 years. So I don't know. I mean, maybe a couple of years. If you have $8,000 in debt, 18% interest, minimum payment, it takes 47 years to pay that off. Robert Kiyosaki says, either you're a slave to money or money is a slave to you. Einstein said the most powerful force on planet Earth is compound interest. Einstein was a super smart guy. Listen, folks, again, one of the main things we'll do throughout the course of our events, we're going to educate people on money because most people don't understand money. And I'll tell you this much, earning money is one skill. We're going to definitely teach you about how to earn money, but don't think spending money isn't a skill as well. Spending money is every bit as important as making money. I just got done telling you I was doing what the average American was doing. Back in the day, I was making $22,000 a year and spending $30,000 a year. You don't have to be a genius to figure out after a short period of time, that's not going to end very well. So we'll teach you what percentage of your income to invest and what to put in debt reduction. There's different ways to actually pay your debt. Most people don't even know about this, a cascading debt program. I could go on and on. Let me go back to the commercial though, about the debt deal that I just told you. It takes minimum payment 47 years to pay off $8,000 worth of debt. Here's the crazy thing. Instead of making the minimum payment, if you had $500 a month to the minimum payment, it doesn't take 47 years. Check this out. It takes 18 months. So again, remember Kiyosaki, are you a slave to money or is money your slave? If you're paying somebody else 47 years, imagine, take your age right now. You buy something for $8,000 that you really want, and then put 47 years on how old you are now until you finally pay it off. Or if you have an extra $500 a month, it doesn't take 47 years, it takes 18 months. So $500 a month. Let me ask you a question. Where can the average person make an extra $500 a month to pay off their debt a lot faster? Anyone have any genius ideas with that? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't understand what we're doing, most people are not going to quit their job and do network marketing full time. They're just not going to do it. How many of you were born and raised where mom and dad said, listen, go to school, get good grades, then get with a big company so you can have security, and then eventually you can enjoy money in your life later in life? Whoops. Can you mute yourself? Somebody is unmuted. There we go. So again, let's go back. I don't want you to miss this. So did your mom and dad they did one of two things. Either A, they said, listen, go to school, get a good education, get a good job with a big company, work your butt off, and many, many years later, 30, 40 years later, you can really enjoy yourself. Did they tell you that? Or did they tell you, school, you got to be literate. But I mean, to be honest with you, you don't really need a degree. What you need to do is develop a big circle of friends, because by the time you decide you're ready to really make something out of your life, you want to get to a network marketing company. And then that group of people you cultivated becomes your warm market. You can hit a home run and be independent financially for the rest of your life. How many of you grew up with mom and dad telling you the second version? How many of you grew up with the first version? And then, by the way, mom and dad say, go to school, get a good education, et cetera, et cetera. And oh, by the way, whatever you do, don't do one of those network marketing things, right? It's just like, that's the way it is. So when we're going out and presenting this to people, and I also want you to know this, last time I checked the numbers with the DSA, only 3% of the people in the world get involved in network marketing. So when you go out and you're trying to recruit someone, they say no. Well, just understand statistically, 97 out of 100 are going to say no. So people go, oh my God, the odds are stacked against it. Yeah, but here's, again, the way I look at it is this. That's because a lot of people don't understand the business. And secondly, during a recession, and boy, we're not just in an American recession, we're in a global recession. You may think that's bad news for our business. That's phenomenally good news, because there's a lot of people that need that extra $500 a month to pay off their debt. We talked about that. There's people that need an extra $500 a month right now just to try to even keep pace with inflation. And imagine the people who want to take 500, some of you guys who do understand money and investing, imagine people to understand they can make an extra $500 a month here and invest it and put it into the retirement. So guys, there's just so many things that's so great about our company. But here's the thing, myself, all the other top leaders in the company, obviously Chris, these people understand our business, and our goal is to take all the information that's in our brain and slowly but surely get it into your brains. And again, when you hear people been around for a while, if you went to convention and you heard some of the speakers, I know what you're doing. You're doing what I was doing years ago, going, man, I'll never be like that. And that's not true. Everyone who is a master at something right now was a beginner at one point. Remember when you first started driving your car, you had to have your hands at 10 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. You had to look in your mirrors constantly. You were like a nervous wreck driving a car. Now you get in your car, you're steering with your knee, you're eating a cheeseburger, you're talking on the phone. You're like, or some of you, well, whatever. It's people become professional race car drivers. But every one of them started off and they were brand new and they had no idea what they were doing. So just understand, our goal is to slowly but surely get you this information. That's why what we're going to be doing is moving to doing 3 or 4 events in every major part of the world, because the frequency with which your people get the information matters. Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest sales trainers in the history of the world. If you don't know Zig Ziglar, Google him. Oh my God, like one of the greatest speakers, motivators, sales trainers. His famous slogan was, see you at the top. I mean, truly a legend among legends. And Zig said, hey, motivation is unbelievably important. It really does matter. It's the X factor between being average and good, or being good and being great. It's important, but here's the problem with motivation. It doesn't last. So some people go, okay, well, if it doesn't last, then why bother? Well, you know what else doesn't last? Bathing. I don't know if you know that. Bathing doesn't last. So you can take a shower today and smell all good, go on a date tonight. 2, 3, 4 days later, even if you haven't worked out, you know what you need? You need to bathe again. Okay. So if your body needs bathing on a regular basis, how about your brain? I mean, think about it. How about your attitude? How about all of that? So we do events on a regular basis. And while you guys are doing whatever you're doing, for the last 30 years, I've been studying live events and how they affect people who are self-employed. So I've been doing this, whatever you want to call it. I could teach a PhD program on this now, and the frequency of the events matters. There are people on your team between right now that we just got done with NAC, the convention, right? They're like, whoa, they're jacked out of their minds. Many of those people, by the time March and April roll around, they're going to be either quitting or on the verge of quitting. You know what will prevent that from happening? Another live event. So that's why we roll into the next event that we're going to be doing. If you're going to be with us in Budapest in January, great. Shortly after that, we're going to be doing the event in Dallas in the USA. As I said, we're working on events in Australia and Asia as well. I'm sure at some point we'll definitely be doing in Africa and Central America as well. That's my gig, guys. I like to do a schedule that covers every single part of the world, because here's what I believe. If we can frequently get myself and the very best trainers in the whole company, it doesn't matter if they're in your upline or not. See, in a traditional network marketing company, the only people that are going to teach and train you are the people that make money on you. When we get into this group environment, this team environment, this family environment, imagine someone who doesn't make a dime off you flying halfway around the world to teach you and your team everything, truly everything they know, all their best content. And you get to use that information, even though they'll never make a nickel of an override. And see, that's not a common company. That's an incredibly, unbelievably uncommon company. But that's what we're going to create. Josh and Jenna and the top leaders have already created an incredible culture here. So we are a perfect group of people to adopt this training program. And instead of like any single top leader having to do training after training after training after training by themselves, you know, if you're running a lot of trainings for your group, you know, you don't have time to do, build your business. Building your business is a full-time business. Guess what? Running a training company, I know this, is a full-time business. That's what I do. To do what I do right now and also be a rep in the field would be impossible. I mean, I could do it, but I would be very average at both of them. I mean, listen, Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time. Tried to play baseball and basketball same time. So did Deion Sanders. So did Bo Jackson. I mean, most people wouldn't even attempt it, but the people who attempt it can't do both in a high level of greatness. You got to pick one or the other. So for me, I chose training. So the top leaders can focus on what they do best, which is building their teams. And then once in a while, we ask them to support the team and speak at one of the events, but they don't have to do all the work of putting all the events together. It's such a drain. It's so difficult. So that's where the company now steps in and helps us do the event. So I'm telling you guys, I know this is new. I know because of COVID, every company in the industry stopped doing live events, just started coming back slowly but surely. I'm telling you this, with the product line this company has, with the pay plan this company has, with the dramatically advanced tech this company has, and then you throw on top of it making the best live events, a consistent calendar of live events, I have no doubt that we are going to go to $1 billion, guys. It's time. Anyone you've been thinking about getting in, it's time to get them in. But you can't just get them in. You got to get them to the event. So let me explain this real quickly. When it comes to building a sales team, and I know many of you know this, but some of you don't want to sell people on getting on your team. That's like selling someone on marrying you. You know what I mean? If I have to sell you on marrying me, in other words, if you don't find me attractive, you're not interested in me, you don't agree with me, and I'm a good enough closer and salesperson, and I sell you on marrying me, well, the odds of that ending up being a happy marriage are pretty slim. It's probably going to end up in a divorce, and I'm being a little ridiculous, but please get my point. If I have a young man, years ago, I was a big proponent. I was on a board of directors and big into Big Brothers Big Sisters. That's a program where if you have a little boy or a little girl who doesn't have a father figure for whatever reason, or a little girl who doesn't have a mom, like people like you and me can volunteer to step into their lives. So I took on this little boy named William at 6 years old. Well, little William became Big William pretty dang fast. I mean, William, he was big enough to play, big time college football. He was a 250 to 300 pound kid when he was in high school. So I encouraged him to play football. So did everyone in the school, the coaches, everyone. Here's the thing about William. He didn't want to play football. You know what William liked to do? He loved to sing and write music. So he joined the choir. He ended up going to college on a full scholarship for music. But the point is, if I sold William on playing football, he wasn't going to be any good at football. So what you do with your kids, and I love using analogies, they're perfect parallels. Like right now, I'm remarried. I have my wife, and we have 2 kids, and one of them is really into sports. The other one, ironically, is really into music. All we can do as parents is expose them to things and let them pick what motivates them. Because if it motivates us, but it doesn't motivate them, it ain't going to work. Forcing them to do something isn't going to work. Same thing with building a sales team, man. You bring someone in, they look at this and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to get everyone I know to use the products. I want to get everyone I know to do the business. Perfect. If they come in and go, well, I don't know. Is this like one of those things? And I did one of these things 9 years ago. And, I bought these diet cookies and I put on 20 pounds and I lost all my money. And I still, there's a part in my garage where I can't park them because I still have all the cookies. If they're that person, listen, the expression, some will, some won't. So what? It's cool. Like you just literally, we are sorting. We're not selling. We're sorting. We present it as best we can. We make it look as good as we can. And then we let them make the decision, right? That's recruiting. Now, once they're in, the person goes, I want to do this. Now, when it comes to the event, you're not sorting again. You're not going, well, if you want to go in the event, great. If you don't want to go in the event, great. It doesn't, oh, you can't go. Don't even worry about it. Get to the next one. Are you shitting me? The next one's not going to be for 4 or 5 months. Could you imagine your child is going into the military and they're going to go in the front lines of whatever war, and boot camp for whatever reason is optional? They've never shot a weapon before. They don't know how to defend themselves. If they were like, yeah, I'd like to go to boot camp, but I just don't have the time or I don't have the money. Would you go, okay, no big deal, just go to war without going to boot camp? Or would you go, hey, Junior, you need to go to boot camp. If you don't go to boot camp, you can very likely die. It's going to be hard enough. So listen, getting rich to me is like going to battle. Now, thank God we're not risking our lives. Yesterday was Veterans Day. God bless all the people who risk their lives to serve our country. But get the parallel. We are fighting a battle. Getting rich is one of the hardest things you're ever going to do in your whole entire life. And you need to go to boot camp. What does boot camp do? It takes in the military boot camp, it takes a novice who knows nothing about any of that stuff. And in a short period of time, it turns them into a crack professional who can go defend our country and protect themselves, defend their own lives while they're doing it. Same thing with our boot camp. It takes someone who has no idea what they're doing. And this is heavy on exactly what to do. We are going to have great speakers speaking at this event, and they're going to tell you exactly what to do. So there'll be no miscommunication. You will know exactly, and the people that are already in the field, already making a fortune doing what they're doing, are going to tell you exactly what they're doing. And I'll be there as well as Josh and Jenna. So again, guys, like for people to skip this is ridiculous. I mean, it was nice for you to use the analogy of, I'm great at doing what I'm doing. Imagine for a minute, for real, you were wanting to play golf, and there was an event coming up in Dallas in February with Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Jack Nicklaus, the greatest golfers that are alive today. And they were going to be teaching average people how to play golf. Now, first of all, they don't do stuff like that. But if they did, do you think it would cost $150? You can't even get a golf lesson from a semi-decent golf guy for $150 an hour, let alone being a whole weekend where you're doing 8 or 10 hours a day. So the value here is overwhelming. So the most important thing I could share with you is this. If you're not registered for Dallas, get registered right now. I'm just telling you, get registered. You do not want to miss out. There's going to be a lot of time between now and Dallas. We'll do as much online training like this we can. but you are really going to miss out, and you're going to be behind a whole lot of other people if you're not in Dallas. And in the same regard, the way we get wealthy in this business, it's not an individual sport, it's a team sport. So show up with a bunch of your people. And even right now, if they're like shy and timid and not super, just get them to the event. Sell them on getting to the event. Take away their objections. If they say they can't afford it, try to figure out a way to show them how they can afford it. If they say they can't, they don't have the time, show them how they do have the time. If they say they can't get a babysitter, help them find a babysitter. Do whatever it takes to get over the objections. And I'm telling you this, I'll leave you with this. If you get them to the event's going to affect them in a very positive way. If you don't get them to the event, they're going to keep doing exactly what they're doing right now. So if you have a bunch of people on your team and they're not doing much and you don't get them to the event, that's pretty much what you're going to be doing and what they're going to be doing. You get them to the event, there is a good chance they're going to increase what they're doing. That's what our job is. Our job is to positively impact your people. And I'll leave you with this thought. You know, right now, some of you guys are building your business and you're adding a customer here, you're adding a customer there, adding a affiliate here. Adding is great. I mean, certainly adding is better than subtracting, but you know what's way better than adding? Multiplying. And you know how you multiply? You get 8 people on your team to the event. 2 of them become more excited than you, and then they go out and do 3 times more production in the next 90 days than you do. And that's what we call network marketing. A lot of you guys aren't doing that. It's called multi-level marketing. A lot of you guys are doing level marketing. You need more multi in your level. And the way you get more people doing the business, the more duplication, you get them to the events. You now have a secret weapon. And if you're not using it, you're going to be missing the boat, guys. I'm telling you, after this first event we do in Dallas, the first event in Budapest, the first event in every part of the world, man, are the people who plug in and push and promote this to their team and sell it to the team, they're going to be moving way ahead of the other people very, very rapidly. So that's all I got. I know you guys got a lot more to talk about today. I'm really appreciative to Chris for making time for my little bit crazy schedule. I've been running nuts. I'm here on vacation in Phoenix with my wife and kids, and I promised them I wouldn't work too much. So he fit me into this time slot, and I'm incredibly grateful. But again, guys, greatest business in the world. Put the blinders on like a horse. Don't look at God. There's so many opportunities nowadays. There is an opportunity for everything. Every time you go on Instagram, there's 7 other people telling you they can help you be rich in 9.5 minutes. Put your blinders on and do one thing. Do this thing. Multiple streams of income doesn't mean doing 11 companies at one time. It means get great at one thing, turn it into a money machine, and then with the cash you make from your primary deal, then take that money and create multiple streams of passive income for yourself. But I'll show you how to do this one thing and become great at it and create a cash flow that when you do it, you can create true wealth for yourself. So that's all I got, man. Right back to you. Thank you so much for having me on here. Thank you for the kind words, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys all at one of those live events.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your family, enjoy your vacation, or not a vacation, but look here, I need everybody in the chat. Just put a 1 or put a fire or a heart, put something in there. Just show your love for the one, the only, Mr. Mark Accetta. Our new president of trading. Come on, yeah, baby. This is going to be, yeah, it's already fire. The fire is here. Look here. If you ever question, I'm telling you, the time is now. Thank you so much, sir, for all that you do and all that you're going to do for everybody within this company and this opportunity. Look, Chris Robinson, brother, look, come on in here and join me because, look, man, just that entire training was just phenomenal. And if you even hear the spirit behind it, as Mark was saying that, and about the culture and the community, because, you know, a lot of people, I mean, there's a difference in cult and culture, and we have a culture and a community, and it's really whereas we're all working together here, helping one another. And we're building here in the industry. I'm out here in Las Vegas right now, and I came out here for a funeral of someone that wasn't even on my team in a former company. That's the type of spirit of leadership that flows from Josh and Jenna and Chris and Crystal and the leaders that you have on this line. We're building a tribe, a family here that we are going to help and love on you all the way to the top and just really show you how to get it done. And so with that said, look here, Chris Robinson, we are early on time, so let's go on ahead and wrap this thing up in a bow, brother. Look here, there is no other person that I would want to work with, and some know him as Cannabis Cowboy, and some know him as Chris Robinson, but I know him one, and you all may know him as the first My Daily Choice affiliate, but I know him as a friend and a brother. Again, I've worked with some of the best, but I haven't seen anyone that walks in the type of integrity of Chris Robinson. And then he really has a good sense of humor too. And now I think he's a TikTok superstar as well, if you haven't seen him. But Chris Robinson, Cannabis Cowboy, were you able to make it on the line, brother? I know you are.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. What's up, Fun International? Have you had an incredible Saturday? Drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like this last week, counting Orlando to today, was the best week in your My Daily Choice business ever. Because I've been here since day one, and I can tell you this is the momentum shift to take us to $1 billion we've been trying to get to for almost 8 years now. And I'm so happy all of you are a part of that. Because look, you know, we're a $200 million company right now, and we've created a lot of millionaires. Wait till we go 200 to $1 billion. That's 5x. We need people to mute their lines out real quick. Can you mute them, Jermaine? So anyways, what we're about to do is 5 times greater than what My Daily Choice has already done. And let me tell you why I believe now is the time and why it's going to happen. One, you just heard from Mr. Mark Casetta, our new corporate trainer and director of training at My Daily Choice. But Mark touched on this just a little bit, and I want to hit on it again. Mark said the R word, recession. And he said exactly how I feel. Recession isn't necessarily a good thing for the world, but it's a great thing for the home-based business industry, because like Mark alluded to, everybody's $500 behind today from where they was 6 months ago. And depending on what part of the world, it could be $1,000 behind. So what better time to share an opportunity with people where they can fit in to their spare time, selling phenomenal products and services that everybody's looking for. And when I say everybody's looking for, how many people's happy with fuel prices right now? If you're a My Daily Choice affiliate, your hand should be up, because this is where we get rich. This is where you make money, because we have the solution to the largest problem on the planet right now. And we're actually, we rolled out at convention, for those of you that missed or didn't see the replay, 5 new funnels, 5 new product funnels to help you build your business and duplicate 10 times faster than your business has ever duplicated before. So Fun International, I'm gonna tell you this before I turn it back over to Jermaine. We're gonna do an exclusive fun training on our Monday night call, how to leverage all 5 of those funnels. I wanted to cover it today, but there's so much to it. And I can promise you this, if you can learn how to master these new funnels and teach your team how to do the same, the sky is the limit. Because if you ask Josh Swagel, our CEO and founder himself, say, how did you build your business? He'll tell them, I showed them a video and then showed them how to show other people the same video. And that was back in the day. So this was like way harder than it is now. And now Josh has brought all of that to the tech of My Daily Choice. So if you're on this call, write this down. It's going to be 9 o'clock Eastern is our Monday night Fun International training call. And that's going to be the whole content, is how to leverage those product funds. We'll have some other top leaders on. So I wanted to make sure you made that call. The last thing I'm actually going to say is this. I get a lot of credit for being successful in this industry and leading teams and different things like that. But here's what I'm going to tell you. All I did to get to where I'm at in the network marketing profession is I've been in for 15 years now. And still to this day, I have never one time missed an event that corporate put on. Not once. I don't care where in the world it happened. I was there at a corporate event. Matter of fact, I've already booked Budapest. And let's talk about Budapest. That's the next one. It's in January. If you were in Canada or Africa or Central America or Asia or wherever, and you missed renewal because the US's COVID restrictions still, or visa restrictions or whatever, it's the hardest country to get into. Looking to get to Budapest. I know a lot of you can make it there that did not make renewal. And I can tell you, it's the very first ever My Daily Choice boot camp that Mr. Mark Cassett is putting on. And we got a 30-minute dose at renewal. I can't wait for a 3-minute drowning of all the information and knowledge that this man has. And then also Dallas. Here's what I'm gonna say about Dallas. If you're on this call right now, you need to get off, and we're gonna be done here in about 5-10 minutes, and book that Dallas ticket. It's $149. I don't care if you don't think you have the money for airfare, the time, whatever. At least secure the ticket, because this is what's going to happen. Mark is headed off to do 3 more calls just like this in My Daily Choice for other teams. And Dallas is already half sold out. I don't think you have the opportunity tomorrow to buy a Dallas ticket. Josh said on the corporate webinar yesterday, we'll be sold out in 2 or 3 weeks. Josh isn't in the chat that all the leadership's in with Mark Cassett of how many trainings are happening today. So make sure, I'm telling you, don't wait, make it happen, book that ticket today, and we'll see y'all in Dallas. And more importantly, bring your team with you. If you have a team of 1, a team of 2, a team of 10, a team of 500, bring them with you, because events change lives, events change paychecks, and events, most importantly, change people. So make sure you get to those events. Jermaine, I'm gonna let you close this out. I just want to thank everybody for hitting our goals today. I want to thank everybody for attending the Super Saturday. Take an hour and a half out of your Saturday and be on these calls. And I'll tell you, the second most important thing you can do for your business is be on the training calls. Mark has a training talking about staying close to the fire. You got to stay close to the fire. Otherwise, you're going to get outside and get cold. And when you get cold, you make irrational decisions like wanting to do something different. Look, like I said, there's no better time to be a part of My Daily Choice, our incredible house of brands, our technology, our compensation plan, our leadership, and our corporate team. This just doesn't get any better than that. So with that being said, thank you, Jermaine, for hosting this call and being you and doing all the incredible things you do. And Tammy, Laura, Leslie, Danielle, Lynn, all of you, that Sonia that took part of today. I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I can't wait to see how many people's businesses are going to explode from this one Super Saturday, because I can promise you it's going to happen. You can feel the momentum, you can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement. But if you don't cash in on that, that's on you. We're going to provide everything we can to help you. Stay plugged in. Love you, Fund International. Jermaine Johnson, let's close out Saturday, brother.
Look here, there's still somebody trying to join in the waiting room. Look here, as we're closing, as he said, look here. You can be in the opportunity, but not take advantage of the opportunity. The last person that we want to thank here is Dale Franklin for coordinating this whole thing where we don't even have to think. He puts the format together. Thank you, Dale Franklin. Until the next Super Saturday, December 10th, put it down, mark it on your calendar. The next Super Saturday is December the 10th. Same place, same time, same channel, but you won't be the same because you are going to be that much closer to your dream because you're going to stay plugged in week to week, day to day, meeting to meeting, guys. That's it. It's a wrap. It's done. We'll see you guys. Have a good one. Peace, we out. Hey. It's a new day. Wake up. Let's go, y'all. Get yours. Do it for you. Do it for your family. Come on. Go tell somebody. Go tell somebody about this opportunity. Go. We can't sign one another up. Go. Let's go. Use those funnels, guys. Be on Monday's training. We'll see you. Peace.